Hello guys, welcome to my flight from Oslo, Norway to Bergen, also in Norway. We're flying the Norwegian air shuttle and it's around 3 o'clock local time, I believe it is. And hopefully good weather. Seems to be a little bit foggy in the distance here, we'll see that in a moment. But we're just boarding right now and getting ready to start really. So I believe from my previous flight most of the checklist should be done, so we can start with the overhead preparations. I think most of the things I already from the last flight are saved, so this should be a pretty alright to do seatbelts around. And let's see, we'll need to start the APU. Well, that's good to know. The passengers are aboard, but oh well, the bag's just finished as well. Great, we're then a little bit running behind schedule already, which is not a really good thing, but we can close all our exterior doors. And just finish the checklist. Let's see, fuel crossfeed. We'll need a forward pressure pump for the APU. Oh, let's see, some fresh AC. Windows should be alright. Anti-ice should be, I think it's cold enough. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's -5 outside, so we're gonna need that anti-ice. And engine could be on as well. Put the packs on auto. Bleed on the APU, which we just started. We can also start programming our routes. Let's see. We are at ENGM. At gate. Well, that's a good question. It should be 24. There you go. Oops. Gate 24. We're ENGM to ENBR. The runway, the wind is calm over here, I know, so the runway is... Actually, we can just choose because there's no ATC, so I think the best one will be 01 left. Pretty simple flight plan, really. We're flying direct, well, not direct, ATLAB. Via the airway named N623 to Piecer. And that's pretty much it. We obviously need to reserves. I think I put it on 5. Cruise altitude, I think we'll try this. The computer will probably not like it. Oh wait, actually went good. Well, that's good. Save that. You can derate the engines. Basically, you give it less power available, like in force, to preserve it in a way. So more maintenance thing, costs, such things. So we already have our takeoff speeds, and that's it. We'll need to select a departure. 01 left. I think it's the Atla 3. actually don't have the chart in front of me, but I think it's 3C. I didn't see a difference. Oh no, no it's not. Never mind. Oh lord. Let's see. 01 left, Atla 5. There you go. That's the one. Oh yeah, since we did that now, we'll need to re-enter the takeoff speeds. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. So yeah, not a professional pilot, mostly self-taught. I do usually survive all the flights, usually, so that's a good sign. So with that said, we can just set our autopilot. Will be 250. By regulations, it is 8,000 for altitude after the departure on Oslo. We can set the heading to runway heading. So right in front of us you can see the new terminal which actually opened this year. It's pretty nice. It's supposedly a combination of both domestic and international, if I heard right. So it's something that it's 2 stories and people walking corridors. I don't know, some fancy stuff. Oh yeah. Here you see the fog laying around the mountains, around the Oslo area. It's pretty nice. Last I checked, the weather in Bergen, our destination, should be pretty alright. I think it was something similar to this, just a little bit more wind, because here is actually completely no wind at all. Let's see. Then we can start our taxi. So yeah, the time is 15:28 local time right now. So it's pretty nice time. I think we might actually just start descending when the sun starts to set, so that would be a nice view if we do. It's actually amazing with the fog, it looks really nice. I did try the new X-Plane 11 beta. It looks even more nice than this. Hopefully it gets even better. I mean, it is really good, the graphics are good. I could get a pretty much stable FPS on 30. But I think I'll wait a while before they get some better scenery, especially planes. They have a built-in 737 plane, but it felt really weird. I think it's not having exactly all the functions, but it's a good start though. But what I like about this plane I have here in prepared is it already has, it is so realistic as, I don't know. I don't feel anything is missing. Well, maybe one thing that's missing is pilot seat heat, but it's not exactly something I will use in real life. Like by sitting by the computer and flying, of course. Not that I will notice any difference. So yeah, there was no ETC available on VATSIM at this time when I flied, so I just decided not to connect to VATSIM at all, and just fly a little bit on my own. There's no AI traffic enabled, so we'll pretty much have the whole air for ourselves. Yeah, there we can already see actually the sun is starting to set already. It is Norway after all, so the sun does set quite early at this time of the year. It can be a little bit depressing when you like go to school, it's dark, and you go home from school and it's dark, and then when it's light you're inside school doing study. So you don't actually, I don't know, if you come sometime to Norway and you see people like taking pictures of sunset or sun in general, or just amazingly amount of people outside because it's sunny outside, that's because we miss the sun so much. We really do. It's like, oh well. So now we're approaching runway 01 left. We'll be heading west to Bergen. The flight will take around, depending on the winds up in the air, but usually from 50 to 50 minutes maybe in total. Oh yeah, this looks amazing with the fog like covering the very end of the runway. Let's try to center a little bit better here. So we're cleared in position. We can put auto throttle on. What else do we need? Yeah, landing lights will be probably a good idea. Strobe lights. This can just be turned off. Everything seems clear here. So, I think we're pretty much covered. Let's see if we get a nice view from here, maybe. Oh yeah, here is he. It's a little bit hard to take off from this kind of view, but it does look amazing. And full throttle. This looks great. We'll get back to this view after we get a proper
V1, V1, V2.
There we go. Up in there. 180, yep. Positive rate of climb, yes. Gear up. Take a sneak peek here now. Well, not here. We can take a sneak peek here now. Looks nice, looks nice. Flaps up, or probably don't need that much flaps, really. Oh, a little bit stiff climb here. Give something to do for the autopilot. Very nice. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh. Oh yeah. I moved the joysticks. I disconnected the autopilot. That's exactly. There we go. I heard this noise when we were by the engine, so I thought, oh, it's probably the engines, and then, well, obviously not. Okay, maybe enjoy the view from the cockpit instead, so we're more safe. It looks absolutely amazing. There's the airport behind us. And we're heading pretty much this way. Seems we have no vertical speed. Let's fix that. So if you look at our flight plan, it's pretty much straightforward, and there's our end airport. Once we get in a cruise, and we can probably start programming that one. There you go, we're getting to 8,000 feet, so we can put the standard altimeter, and we can get up to our cruise speed, which is flight level 220. Wonderful scenery. I really like it. Looks like there's some ski slopes over there. Probably. Wouldn't be wrong. I know there are some ski slopes near Oslo. Ah, look at that. Amazing. Oh yeah, now I know what it is. I apparently mapped one of my buttons to be disable autopilot. Not exactly the wisest choice, I suppose. I'll gotta fix that. Passing 10,000 feet, so we can turn off the seat belts. It's pretty calm. Don't need the lights. This can stay. There we go. That's pretty much what we need to do. We can look outside from this view maybe. So Bergen, where we are actually approaching right now, has a really mild climate, so summers can be like, if you're lucky, there's maybe 20 degrees Celsius. Other than that, it's probably raining, because it's always raining there. Usually just very mild temperatures. The winters are usually not snowy at all. Maybe if there is some snow, it will hold for a few hours, and then the rain comes and it just turns into ice and a literal hell. Which is really funny, because each time snow falls down in Bergen, it's like people see snow for the first time. Like Instagramming pictures, not to mention the traffic jams. It's like no one's prepared for it, so, which is pretty ironic in Norway. It's a beautiful approach with skies and everything, so. I would like to take out more flaps, but we'll need a lot less speed for that. At least when we get down to 3000 we can. Well, let's check final flaps. Yeah. We'll need to remember our gear down. I've actually flown a few times and forgot to take down the gear because I was so busy with everything else. Mostly like if it's bad weather and you really focus on getting the plane down, then you forget about taking the gear down. It's a little bit essential. Okay, now we're practically overspeeding the flaps, so now we are also on 3000 feet. It's gonna, yeah. This is good. Now we are at least back in the slope. We catch the localizer now, and now we basically need to slow down as fast as we can in order to get this. So yeah, we have 3 nautical miles. Gonna put more flaps in here. Oops. There you go. Now we're starting the final approach. Yeah, less is good. And we had 25 flaps, I remember. Oh.
2500.
Take the gear down, remember that. Well, it seems the LS gonna be really useful this time because we don't see much. It seems the clouds are really low. Let's take down to the reference speeds, which is here. And flaps 25. feet, so really. Let's take the spoilers to armed. Well, we managed to slow down and get right on the glide slope, so that's good. This flashing and warning here, I actually never figured out what it is. I did actually figure out once what it is, but then I forgot what it actually costed. But yeah, we're fine. It's probably nothing serious. Oh, there we see the light of the runway in front of us. Gear down. Yep, spoilers armed. Auto brake. Speed. Everything seems pretty much good. Well, I'm not flying yet. well, computer's doing the stuff for us right now, so I'll be taking over. Let's just actually set this here. Everything seems good. There we go. What a beautiful blue water it is. Alright, taking over. So now I am in control for the final touchdown. Runway 17. A little bit high here. So this is gonna be a pretty wet runway.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Ah, come on. A bit late touchdown here. Well, that's good though. Reverse thrusters. Well, that went good, except for the a little bit too late landing. But on the other hand, spoilers up. Very good. Stop a little bit to put our taxi lights on. Need to start the APU. And as predicted, it's raining in Bergen. As always. I don't quite trust that guy and that gate, but yeah, a little bit to the right. Just gonna double check we don't ram into that thing. That's gonna be pretty close. I'm gonna make a little bit right turn just in case here. That is... yeah, I don't trust that guy. We're not one gonna ram that engine into that gate, so I'm gonna stop here. Hopefully he will be okay. And engines off. Oh, right. There we go. It's a pretty nice flight though. I think that the guy actually wants us to go a little bit further. Okay, now it's up. parked a little bit too short on the right, yeah, but we at least didn't ram our engine into side the gate and crash the plane, so I'm pretty happy. Well, that went exceptionally alright. Could probably get the wheels, ground connections. It's just gonna. Ah, great. So here we go. Deboarding. Need to open the doors, of course. It's perfect. So this was my flight from Oslo to rainy Bergen. Beautiful scenery, but not so beautiful weather. And the landing was, well, alright, but not exactly the best either. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, like the video, comment if you'd like me to show you some more or fly any specific locations you'd like. So yeah, thank you for watching.